G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I usually do PvP content, but I do mix it up with daily adventure incense and a few other things as well, Pokemon related. So with that being said, we're going to jump into some battles. You can see I'm ace ranked, so I'm sort of middle of the field, which is probably where a majority of the battlers are. So hopefully these are useful as they'll show your sort of more your elo range rather than seeing, I mean, I wish I could be right at the top of the elo pushing 3000, but I'm just not that good. So we'll jump in, and as you can see, we've got two leagues open, the Master League and the Evolution Cup. I will link to my previous video in the Evolution Cup, and you can check that out. Spoilers, that's where we're going. Master League, a little bit too much investment really, and you need to have those legendary XL candies to power them up to 50. So that being said, my team is going to be the same as last time. So I'm going to run Golbat on the lead with Wing Attack, Poison Fang, and Shadow Ball. I'm going to run Vigoroth with Counter, Body Slam, and Bulldoze, and then in the back I've got Zweilous on with Dragon Breath, Body Slam, and Dark Pulse. So all very meta picks, but there is a reason for that. And I think once the meta gets established and I see some sort of trends, I'll probably switch that up. So if you've got any suggestions on what I can change, do let me know, as I will be needing to change the team. Obviously, running the most meta team in the world is going to be probably countered pretty heavily, so I will need to at least swap something up. I like having Golbat on the lead. It's a bit flexible. It does mean that I am weak to ice type, so particularly Celio. If that comes out, then obviously I'm weak to that with my lead, and I'm weak to that with Zweilous as well. So let's hope we don't see many or any of those. I do expect to see pretty much every team running Vigoroth, and most teams having some, at least one or two of the Pokemon that I'm running. So Golbat will be another popular one, I imagine. Mine is a Shadow, so it is in a good place. But with that all being said, let's jump in and see if we can find some battles. So the cup's been out for under a day now, so hopefully people are still trying to find a team, and I can take advantage of that. So we've got Hakamo. Oof, we do not want to see this. So I think, so they've swapped into the Vigoroth, which is interesting. I'm going to let that go. Body Slam's going to do a massive chunk of damage here. I should have thrown one Wing Attack before throwing my Poison Fang, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to throw that now, and they've decided to no shield, and I'm going to come in with my own Vigoroth. They are going to be able to throw a move here, but it's not going to be enough to KO, and then I'm going to be able to farm all the way down. So we'll see what they want to do here. Well, I say we'll see what they want to do. They don't really have a choice. They have to let me fast move farm them down. Will they come back in with the Hakamo, was it? We'll see. So they come in with their... What have they come in with? I saw it had a ghost type fast move, so we'll see what it is. It's a Haunter, okay. So I think here I will shield up as well, and expect an Ice Punch to come through, which it does. For this one, so that's really unfortunate. So I think they will be able to take me out here. So I think my play here, ooh, so this is bad. This is real bad. So we'll see what they want to do now. So I hopefully will be able to fast move farm them down, which I am. And then I'm going to have to throw. So I think what I'm going to have to do here is go for the bait and hope that, I know it's not going to do much damage, but we'll see. I'm going to have to shield up. I do think they have two stored. So the question is, can I get to a second Ice Punch? So had I been paying more attention, I would have been able to swap out my Vigoroth, and yeah, it would have been a much, much nicer battle. But obviously, I'm still able to get the win there. And the reason for that is it's just so glassy. Haunter is just so very glassy, so it's not not too bad. You don't want to throw a normal move against a ghost type. It just does absolutely no damage, but it helps when your opponent is completely made of glass. So I'm not 100% sure if they should have been swapping out with Hakamo. I do think it is probably a loss for them, but it's a close matchup. And we'll see. So we've got Dragonair on the lead, and so this is not a comfortable match for anybody, but we'll see if we can get the win. So going to be looking at, I'm just going to throw my Poison Fang. I want to do as much chip damage as I possibly can, and obviously the quicker I throw this, the sooner that I'm going to be doing extra damage from my so I'm going to shield this one up, and we'll see. I'm hoping that I'm able to then farm them down. It's an Aqua Tail coming through, so I must be running Aqua Tail and Body Slam. I should be able to charge them down before they're able to get to another charge move, and we'll see what comes out. So obviously here, oh, out comes the Vigoroth, so that's fine. I should be able to get to two. Wing attacks here two wing attacks, two poison fangs before they're able to get to, before they're able to farm me down, and then I can come in and I've shielded up that second one, so that puts us at even shield. So happy days. The only problem here is, so maybe I should have. So I'm actually gonna let this go, and that way I can charge up a whole bunch of energy, and it's a sludge bomb, so that's not ideal. And I'm able to farm it down. So I'm only going to get the one move off, so I might as well throw the bigger hitting Dark Pulse here. They do shield that up, which obviously they have to, and then I'm going to be able to. Oh, so we see MP tied there. I don't need to shield this because it's not going to take me out. Yeah, from that range, it's not going to take me out. But I'll shield up to be safe, and then my Body Slam is going to be doing enough damage to KO. And the reason you want to throw, so with my Zweilous, the reason I want to throw Dark Pulse is because I then get a chance to debuff, I believe. I need to check that out. I think it's Dark Pulse that gives you the chance, or am I thinking of a different dark move? We'll have to Google and find out. But I'm able to take game number 2 and happy days. So what have they got on the... So it's on the lead. Ugh. So, I mean, that's not bad for me. So I'm just trying to think of what the play is here. So I think what I'm going to do is actually come out with my Zweilous here. I'm going to let this go. I suspect it's either going to be a Body Slam or an Aqua Tail. I imagine a Body Slam, yeah, because Aqua Tail is going to be resisted. So I will be able to Body Slam and then farm down, and we'll see what they have. So, yeah, do expect... Oh, so Celio comes out. Interesting. So here's the first Celio I've seen. So I'm going to Body Slam here, and they let it go, which is unfortunate for me because I'm not going to be able to get to another move. Here I'm going to let the countdown clock go a little bit. Possibly shouldn't, but we will. And then we're obviously going to come out with the Vigoroth because that's got more play here. Um, it would be absolutely disastrous to, and that body slam just does absolutely nothing. So happy days. I'm going to let another body slam go. And the reason for that is I want to save shields for my body slam's just not doing any damage. And they're trying to charm me down. So saving shields here, going to throw the Poison Fang. I didn't actually expect to get a shield there, but I will be able to get another one. So what I'm going to do here is look to, it's an Aqua Jet, that's fine. Going to throw another Poison Fang, and possibly that was not a good play. Yeah, that's not good because they should let this go. They don't let it go and then farm down with their... Okay. So the question here is, yeah, they cannot survive 2 body slams. They will not be surviving 1. So what they should have done there is they should have let it go, save the shield for the Celio, and then farm down with their Celio, and yeah, thrown net energy then. So that was their play. Mine wasn't great, but I did need them to use the shield, so I guess I was in a bit of a tough spot, but was able to get the win. Thankfully, they swapped out of that first matchup because that would have been, even with Charm being resisted because I'm a Shadow, it's really not ideal. So we've got Golbat into Magma. Okay. So what do I want here? So Fire Punch. So I want to try and match this thing up against my. I want to try and get this thing matched up against my Zweilous if I can, but we'll see. I'm just trying to think of what they could possibly have in the back here. Unfortunately, we CMP tied there. I will shield this up. I do think they have access. Oh, it's just a Fire Punch, so that's a little bit brutal, but that's fine as well. We will try and I'm just going to try and undercharge a little bit, not by much because it's still too much. And then they bring out their own Golbat here, so I am going to just throw my Poison Fang here because they're going to be able to Poison Fang and take me out, but they're looking like they're going to just farm down now, which is fine. They're going to be able to Poison Fang my Zweilous twice, which again is okay. I'm going to let the first one go. It's not going to do too much damage, and then I will probably shield up the second one. It's a Shadow Ball, so that's the wrong move. That is very much the wrong move because Dark type's just going to resist that very, very heavily. And out comes the fighter. I'm just going to throw the body slam now. So this is not over. This is still not over because they're going to be doing super effective damage to... Can I get to another one? I'm able to get to the body slam, so happy days. This now should be my match. I'm now going to swap in because obviously they're not going to throw energy on that thing. So I'm just going to swap into... And the question is, do I shield or do I not? I'm not going to shield. It is a cross chop. Going to do huge amounts of damage. But I will have to shield the second one, and then we can try and farm down, which we should be able to do here. They shouldn't have 3 cross chops. They shouldn't be able to get to 3 cross chops, and they're not, so able to get the win there. So they had a reasonable team, but as you can see, like even though their team matched up pretty well, so the map chop champ. Machoke. It's Machoke. Machoke does do well against my back line, but Dragon Breath is just so oppressive that, as you can see, it did a lot of damage. So was able to really put the pressure on, and being able to get to The body slam helped me out a lot. That really basically meant that it was a good game right there, and had to call the bait. So we've got Vigoroth on the lead, which is good for us. So we'll see what they swap into. So need to be cautious of what they're going to throw. So going to throw my own Poison Fang straight away. See if I can catch something. So I'm going to no shield this, and if it is the Shadow Ball, I'm in a really good spot. I'm in a really good spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they get to their 5. So this one's only going to be the Poison Fang, which is fine. I'll let this go. Poison Fang coming through. Going to do a little bit of damage, but not too much. And then going to be able to farm it down. I do suspect that the Vigoroth is going to come back in, which is fine. And we're going to have to see if we can get to the crunch. No, we're not getting to a crunch, so just going to throw this body slam, and I say crunch, a dark pulse. So that's where I'm confusing my moves with before as well, is it's crunch that debuffs, not dark pulse. So obviously I'm going to come out with my Golbat here. I don't know whether that's actually obvious or not. And they come out with their Magneton. So I am going to no shield this. Magnet Bomb's going to do a lot of damage. It does. But I'm going to be able to throw my body slam here, and we'll see if they want to shield this up. I suspect that they possibly won't, yeah, so they're not going to. They're going to get a bit of extra energy on the... Oh, and they got too greedy, and I'm able to get there. So they're going to be throwing out the body slam spam. They do have to shield this up. Oh, they're not going to bother. Not going to bother. And let it go. They know that's good game. I mean, at that point, I don't know whether it was good game or not. I did have 2 shields and energy on my Golbat, so I think it was pretty much good game, and actually able to go 5-0, so that's really good. And this is going to put me at my highest elo this season. Let's see what our reward is for that. Brillish. So not disappointed with that one. Still looking for, oh, and that's why you wait for the attack to throw the ball. It doesn't really matter in this instance because obviously it's not running away, but if it's a raid battle, you've got limited balls, so you want to do a little bit better with your throws. Let's see if I can hit it at the side here. Oh, I don't need to. It's back into the middle. There's the attack. We'll see if we can get this excellent throw now. After all of that, really needed to get that excellent throw and did manage to hit it. So that should be, yeah, it's caught now. Looking for that XL candy, and we'll see if we can... 121, so not too bad. So 2267. So I think a 5-0 usually puts you up 50 odd. So I should be breaking the 2300 mark, which is absolutely insane. Wow, it put me up to 2333 from 2267. So that's huge, absolutely huge, and definitely the highest I've been this season. And yeah, really happy with that. Like I said at the start, hit that subscribe button if you're not. Throw some comments down below to suggest some teams if you think I should change it, or it seems pretty successful. Maybe I stick with the same thing for now. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.